All right, Virgo, welcome to your weekly Sidereal astrology forecast. This is for the 19th of October through the 25th. My name is Athen. So this week we're entering into it with the first quarter phase and approaching the gibbous phase, which means there's going to be a full moon next week. And we're right in between the new moon and the full moon. So it's a week of increasing energy in terms of manifestation and motivation towards, for you, your goals, your ambitions in life. This has all been your first house energy of this sun and new moon energy. So happy birthday to you, Virgos, who do have your birthday this week. This is, of course, for Sidereal astrology. So if you're new to this astrology, do check the description below. But anyways, that's the general gist, all involving the expansion of what's important to you, your desires, your self-image, your goals and ambitions in life. So that's the general energy. And then within that, we do have some important aspects. Mars is going to be conjoining up to Jupiter still through Monday. So here, this has been in your 12th house of spirituality, alone time, getting that rest and relaxation, which has been expanding and will continue to expand for the next year. And good drive there, good motivation to do those things, good opportunities, and maybe even opportunities to communicate and opportunities to get some of that transformative, deep transformational aspects of life, really see the depth of the matter, the truth of the matter with ourselves, with our relationships. And naturally through that, all of that has been, especially last week, very optimistic in terms of good transformations happening when you are wanting to see the depth and truth of the matter. So that's going to continue through Monday, and then this middle to later part of the week, Wednesday through about Saturday, Mars is going to be opposing up to Chiron. So within this context, as it has been these important oppositions between your 12th and your 6th, is to get that rest and relaxation while at the same time there maybe is some things that you're healing and have been for many years, involving either the daily activity, maybe with your health, with your diet, with your routine, with your work environment, whatever it might be for you personally. And naturally through that, when you are seeing that you can't have the rest and relaxation in the daily activities, as well as the discipline and routine in order to have spiritual time out, such as through meditation and yoga, then you're really working in tandem with these two houses, and all of that can be very healing this week with Chiron. Then on Thursday and Friday, Mercury is going to be squaring up to Pluto, and Venus is going to be trining up to Pluto. So Pluto is this sort of dual energy this week, supportive to Venus, again, for that rest and relaxation. Also things maybe even financial perhaps, or the travel, adventure, philosophy, all of that having some nice positive changes this week. And involving Mercury, though, in your first house, it's very important for all of us to bring extra attention here to Mercury. For you, especially you, those goals, those intentions that you do have, take it nice and slow, come from that right place, the centered place, which is so important with a square from Pluto. And once you have that extra attention there, maybe there are some lines that need to be drawn in the sand with you in terms of maybe in the relationships, maybe even the career stuff. But just in general, again, whatever it is you feel like is your goal or pursuits right now at the moment. So it's a good time for making change there, making change with self. But if it's coming from the centered place, I think it'll happen naturally. And that non-attachment can really go a long ways. And I feel like, especially with the career stuff, if there's something you've been feeling like maybe needs to change with that, maybe taking that initiative to do so. And then also at the later part of the week on Sunday, your ruler Mercury is going to be opposing up to Uranus. So it's so important for you, Virgos, to just keep everything nice and centered. Watch any rash decisions this later part of the week. If you are making some, change or whatever, again, I really want to stress the importance of having balance with all of this, because, Mercury is forming two, it's an opposition and square up to this, it's a T-square up to this ongoing Uranus-Pluto square. So really activating that for you, and I think seeing the importance of having a balance between self and relationships, and maybe even taking things nice and slow involving the home and family stuff, and making some change there, but again, from the right place might be the emphasis for you. So that's the later part of the week, as well as Venus conjoining up to Jupiter, which is very nice. So more continued expansion in that 12th house, behind the scenes spiritual stuff going on. And Venus does, of course, rule those finances and material stuff, as well as the philosophical and adventurous areas of life. So maybe some things expanding on that level for you this weekend, and that's going to be an energy going into next week. All right, Virgo, so I hope you guys have a great one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.